By the way, tune into her OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, she's on there like
Right. Don't ruin it.
I won't waste my time no more. Don't got the patience. I guess it's back to the basics. I can't go back broke, oh no. Got the shit out the mud. We used to serve out the basement.
Talk to him.
Shake your shoulder.
That's a storm.
I ain't never looking back.
OMI the Hellcat. One time, fresh after losing $50 million. This what he came out with. A banger. Get it back.
Baby. Listen, you driving me crazy. Man, I knew you were lying when you said you were riding. Girl, I knew from the start that you be breaking my heart.
Fuck all the liars out there.
When we started, we was down, but we was rocking sincere. Super up in them Aspen cabins, and now we was him fucking them.
Hey,
I'm gonna hold you down like I'm supposed to.
hold you down, baby. 10 toes.
Real niggas gon'
Hey. Yo, I think we was having way too much fun.
Way too much fun, Chels.
And we all had some shots before this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I'm tuning into the OnlyFans.
ASAP.
Thank you. Welcome to another episode of the Devinwade Show. I am your DJ, Chelsea Lee, and I'm going to send you over to the host, DevNasty.
What up, what up, what up? It is your host. Is this another episode of the Devinwade Show? I am your host, Devinwade, a.k.a. Dangerous DevNasty, a.k.a. Choke Your Mama out, a.k.a. Choke Your Motherfucking Pop to death.
That's not nice.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling super different right now.
Strong.
Yeah, no,
He
I'm
got
feeling,
a matching
no,
set and don't know how to act.
I'm feeling
One matching set got him lit.
I'm feeling reloaded right now.
I think it's the color schemes to the
I don't know.
reloaded
I
shit
think-
that's giving us like almost like Power Ranger, like super like power vibes.
The Black Ranger.
We ready to get at
Big
shit because
facts.
we all got the different vibes. and
Porter's
splashes
giving me
from
crossing
the
guard
homie on.
vibes.
Yeah, listen.
Hold on.
I gotta shine. Reloaded.
No,
knew I
first
wanted
off,
to shine.
Porter saw a Chelsea in the tennis ball outfit and
He tried to
decided.
copy. Yeah. Hey, listen.
Tennis ball Porter. I'm back.
Listen. Chelsea is still the best looking tennis ball I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely.
I'm the second best.
AKA the Pink Ranger.
wrong with him?
But listen, man, today is a different type of day. We've never, in the entirety, in the history of the Devinwade Show,
Never ever.
had a guest
Boom,
of this
boom, boom.
magnitude.
Stop.
This man here
Stop.
curved us multiple times.
Ignore my call.
I never knew you had my number.
He kept us on red.
Oh, this motherfucker say I don't know you have my. I'm talking about the other call, nigga, not the actual phone call. Yeah. I said, oh man. And you just
Let me tell you something.
Had my man.
I want to tell y'all something. I'm gonna talk about the rest of the cast, but first I want to say I've lost $50 before, and it was a very, very traumatic. But this man lost $50 million, and he don't even give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Today we have none other than Mr. Reloaded himself, OMI, in a hell.
Hey, let's go.
In the building.
Hey, nasty girls, can y'all fan him, man? Can y'all fan him
can
one
you
time?
fan him?
Fan him down.
With
Fan
your
him down.
asses,
Fan
please
down.
fan him with your asses.
No. With the ass
With
cheeks.
your ass
Don't
cheeks,
do it
please.
with those hands.
Hold on. Fan him with the ass cheeks.
Twerk,
I'm gonna say this, man.
Wait, ladies. Didn't I teach you better than that? We don't twerk without green.
You said, go ahead, hold on, OMI. Hold on, OMI saying something. What you say? Go
I
ahead.
said I haven't smelled no weird whiff. That's a good.
I know that's
Listen,
right.
our nasty girls are clean as a motherfucking whistle.
Smells like Downy.
Downy asses. So we gotta make sure right now that
He said it's
He said downy asses.
listen, Downy dumps, man.
Shout out to our very fresh nasty guys.
Yes, very fresh. They nasty, but they are fresh.
Fresca.
You know, it's tradition. We have to announce everybody on the show in the all neon green reloaded suit. None other than Pyrex Porter, a.k.a. Panorama Porter, a.k.a. Puerto Rico's own, a.k.a. the Thermit Street Pumper. And guess what? They're going to see him pumping from a million miles away in his new...
Highlighter pump.
Highlighter Porter.
Y'all
Cheers to that.
liable to seeing me in one of these new films, 2021. Y'all know we hustling, we still acting, we doing all that shit. Y'all liable to seeing me in some reloaded shit. This shit, I fuck with it. You know what I mean? It been had to look. I've been checked it out, bro. I've been seeing like certain shit y'all was promoting and shit, and now I got it on. And
I don't know.
Listen, it's
I'm
super
confused.
heavy.
I don't know where you're staring.
I'm staring at the TV. Right now, I'm
The camera's there.
No, don't worry about the camera. I'm thinking about this reloaded. I can see the TV is a mirror.
It's
right
a reflection.
Now.
He looking at
So
himself.
I'm looking at me. I'm on some Kanye shit. I'm like, this shit is
I need
amazing.
to make one statement. Porter, we talked about in the last episode, the balls was in the draws on the 80 screen TV.
Hold on, let
Did you
me see. Let me
adjust?
see.
Yo,
me see.
they don't stop with this.
It's not showing this
Okay,
episode.
I'm not looking, but I just want to make sure,
No,
Porter,
you
you
look.
adjust.
showing.
You look.
Listen,
you
y'all
look.
I didn't look, I'm behind
First
him.
of all, that's the problem with women. Y'all gotta stop. Like, we don't tell y'all
Listen,
everything.
I'm
Y'all-
a grower, not a shower, so don't be looking in between my shit.
So we can't see it through the pants.
I'm
But
like
Porter,
a
see
can
it.
of Coke. It's like 3x4.
Listen, man. Well, we could get Omi some twerkies later, and,
Nah,
and
I'm
he
good.
could show them what he got.
He said I'm good.
But that is Pyrex, Porter, and of course, to the left of me, we have our fashionista, and of course, today's super fashion styling in the all gray.
You know the
reloaded,
reloaded.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
With the
already
vagina
know.
in my face for
My
some
bad,
odd
my bad,
reason.
my bad. That was a lot.
I gotta make sure
It
that
is
it
a lot.
splashes
It is
in
a
my
lot.
face. You know what I'm saying?
shoes on the couch, fucking up the
Y'all
couch.
already know. These are my
Disrespecting the
Givenchy,
couch.
Listen.
My little shark boots. Y'all already
Dang.
know.
Her booty came with. I mean, her booty. Her boot
Look,
came with a
look,
hood.
you see where his mind?
Yeah, he
Listen,
thinking about
Garnett
her booty
Briscoe's
a lot.
mind is
Listen.
somewhere filthy.
Her
Never.
boots came with a hood. That's crazy.
It sure
These
did.
shits is they nice as hell.
Listen, let me tell you something. With this reloaded, this is what you call athleisure with a splash
It is
of fashion.
athleisure.
With a splash of fashion.
I like that. I like
Make
that.
sure y'all
This is what
share
y'all
that
do.
mic, Pauls. Y'all have done that
Listen,
before.
let me tell y'all something.
Stop disrespecting
When y'all
me.
doing the fashion shit, when y'all want to wear your joggers, your hoodies, you gotta have a splash of fashion. Just to splash. Like Omi got his little Balenciagas on. He don't think I peek, but I'm watching. I pay attention. I understand.
Listen,
Dang.
You feel me?
listen. The
That's
girls
all.
from where I'm at, they don't call Balenciagas little. You must be used to some finer shit and like you don't,
Yeah.
you don't call me a
Let me tell you something.
Niggas like me, I got broke nigga shoes on.
Formal wear.
This formal. See, I already know. We on the same vibe.
See, you on that I lost $50 million, got it back vibe too, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, no.
She can relate,
That's
though.
a little
She can-
different, but you know.
She can relate, and that is the water park herself, Wally Water Kingdom, aka Big Splash.
Splash it up then.
Splash it, Chelsea. There we go.
There it is.
Funny as
And to
hell.
the left of her, looking like the splash that came out of her.
Looking like the ocean himself. Looking like the
Hey,
ocean.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
this what happens when you go to Wally Water Kingdom, nigga. You come out blue.
Right.
That's how you get Blue Ranger powers.
Right.
Your hands come out wrinkled, all that shit like you was in the tub too long. We know what's going
That's
on
why
down
your
there.
waves are spinning.
No, his
Wavy
waves,
Crockett, you know
his
what's
waves
going
are
on.
spinning because we found out he was half Dominican and his name is Garnesto.
Garnesto.
Garnesto
I might be an
Briscoe.
honorary. I might be honorary. yo.
Garnesto
I might
Briscoe.
be honorary.
Our Dominican
yo,
blood.
What's funny is, shout out to my boy Jeff. I know Jeff was mentioned on here before. But Jeff is Dominican, and he had a nice little family party. It's my first time like meeting his family, so I go over the crib, and everybody barbecuing, whatever. And when I woke up, I see his mom, and his mom kind of give me a look. And then she go and she tap Jeff on the shoulder, and they have a little side convo. All right, cool. 10 minutes later, Jeff come up to me, was like, yo, my mom thought you was Dominican, bro. I'm like,
They was so proud.
I'm like, yo, what gave it away? She was like, probably when you spoke and then what you was wearing. So it was just like, I kind of don't dress like them all the way, because at least a lot of them be
What did you
wearing...
have on, like a tight polo shirt or some shit like that?
I did. Actually did.
That's
Actually
the
did.
giveaway. But
Did you wear a belt?
usually you got to be a little chubby with the
They
joint.
wear really
See,
tight
it was-
pants
it was-
and a belt. I'm like, your pants ain't going nowhere.
That's normally a tell.
So I might be honorary, yeah.
And that voice that you're hearing right now, the Blue Ranger himself.
There we go.
I do it again.
Do it one more time. Do it one more time.
Stampede, shake ass when I do that. What are y'all doing?
Our official call guy.
On the count of 3, shake some ass when I do the call.
Hold on. Shake some ass during the call. Spin around, hit the spin, hit the
1, 2.
And that's Garnett Briscoe,
What's going on,
stand-up
man?
comedian. And do you have any new jobs?
First of all, man, y'all already know the previous jobs. Top deacon, regular shit, stuff like that. Underwater ceramic technician, hang glider, skydiver.
Submissive.
Yes,
never
definitely
forget that.
submissive. But I'm actually dominant too.
I like new shit.
What's going on?
I'm an Arctic kangaroo herder.
A what?
Drop a bomb on that.
Wait. Let's rewind.
Arctic?
Arctic?
Yes.
Okay, come on.
Kangaroo herder.
There's no fucking kangaroos in the Arctic, bitch.
That means you ain't traveled the world, bro. It's kangaroos
I
everywhere.
haven't traveled.
What the fuck is you talking
I'm not
about?
OMI in the Hellcat. I've never been
They're
anywhere.
white kangaroos.
Hold on.
Exactly.
Is that herder with a D or a T? Because if it's a T, I'm concerned about. What are you herding kangaroos for? Like, you herding them like what?
It's with a D. It's with a D. Herd.
You heard him with a D?
Pause, bro.
Listen, Garnett Briscoe,
Don't
farmer,
do that to me, bro. You walked me right into that.
also
Come on,
goat
Zach.
farmer.
Come on,
dirty.
Come on. Yeah, come on. Don't do that to me either.
You heard that, right, Omi? Listen, Omi and the
Don't do that
Hellcat
to
heard
me,
it, so it's official.
He done had some crazy jobs, so I had to make sure because I heard kangaroo herder. I'm thinking a nigga out like stomping out kangaroos.
I mean, he's hurting
You
them
will
with a
not
D.
beat a kangaroo in a fight at all.
Listen.
You ever seen a kangaroo? They be like,
I seen a nigga steal on a
They be
kangaroo, though,
Oh,
one time.
yeah, no.
It went viral.
I seen it.
All over his dog.
Yeah, that's a real nigga.
Yeah.
He stole
Yeah.
on a kangaroo.
Yeah.
But that voice you just heard was Chelsea Lee. But it's something we don't usually hear a voice from Chelsea Lee. On 3, I want to hear what we normally hear.
What we
from
heard in the intro.
DJ Chelsea Lee.
Lee.
On 3, 1,
Put the mic on your forehead.
2,
fuck him.
I got it. Oh, no. What am I doing?
3.
She came from the ground with that.
She
Why
sounded
did you
like she
come
was
from
hungry.
She laughed.
Yo, hold on. Omi and the Hellcat said
We're going
he's
to
not
Ponderosa.
going for that one.
Do it over.
Hold on.
Let me do it over.
1, 2, 3.
3 out of 10.
Hey, listen.
Listen.
I think
How
the
about
ones.
now?
I think the ones that you actually had on like the intro to the record.
That was fire.
They was fire.
So she likes to moan to music.
I think she just gotta naturally do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
when
Like
I
when
get
it
put on
comes
the
out.
spot, it's like,
Exactly. I think when you naturally.
That was 80s. That was throwback 80s porn right there.
We gonna do a
Listen.
smooth zoom in on her face, and of course, we always gotta show love to our nasty girls. We always got our head nasty
Yeah.
girl in the building.
Come on, Sin.
Sin
Come on,
City,
Sin.
always
Show
in the
your
building.
stuff, Sin.
City.
The loose cheeks of Sin City, the loose cheeks. But we also have one of our newer nasty girls,
Family members.
Sienna, aka
Sienna.
Pierce Bronson, because they definitely are pierced and poking through out this bitch. And we also
smell good, too.
I'm
have
jealous of the tan.
sexy Lexi
Ooh.
in the building.
That's fire. That's a fire
Listen.
name. That's a fire
Sexy
name.
Lexi.
I'm good at this, nigga.
She's definitely giving me Hillary vibes from Fresh Prince. She
But
definitely got Hillary vibes.
this is what we gonna do now. Fuck everybody on this show because everybody on this show is poor, and I want to
Speak
go
for
and
yourself.
talk about.
Especially if we next to
I
this
was
nigga.
watching her. I was watching her Instagram. She definitely got some money.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Or she got a ball player or something.
Yes. Yeah.
and she owns a boat. She lives on a boat, but we'll talk about that another time.
She definitely got
Wait,
some paper,
if
bro.
you live on a boat, you can either be poor
Nah.
or rich.
Nah.
It's confusing. Remember that?
He said it's
Her
confusing.
boat is the size
if
of
you
a
live
mall.
on a boat, you can either be poor or rich.
Yeah, no.
Nah, facts on me. You
But
right.
her boat.
It confused. If a nigga bring you to a boat, what you?
Yeah.
You don't know if he's rich or broke.
That's true.
well,
I had a friend that lived on a boat.
So how much was the boat though? Because we could look at
Was
it
it a
like
yacht
that.
or a
You're not
boat?
It was
technically
like one
broke.
of those, like, not a big yacht, but it was like where 30 people could be on it. It was not a little
That's
boat.
still over $1 million boat.
We talking
It
stupid
is.
money.
Yeah, I got a boat and
And to
they're
upkeep the
expensive.
boat, is like ridiculous amount of money.
Oh, you ain't gotta
I'm
tell me.
still-
So that ain't the
Don't fuck with-
niggas that owe me talking about.
And
We're
don't,
not talking
and
about
don't,
that.
and
no, he
don't
got
fuck
money.
with me yet, because I'm still putting bitches on canoes.
White bread.
Paddle, row, get your guns right.
You got no motor.
Oh man, but today we got Omi and the Hellcat in the building, man, and I know everybody got so many questions, man, about just you as a person. One of the most interesting people that I've met, actually, just from the whole story. So for those that don't know you, I want to first start off by saying, how did you come into such astonishing wealth?
Created an app back in 2015. Well, 16, yes.
Okay, and what did this app do?
The cops was watching.
You can't say what the app did. All right. You can't say what the app did?
No, I can say what the app did. It was can I?
Well, listen. If we got a question,
No. Don't say it.
Don't say
it.
Let's just
it's still,
Omi, let me ask you
it's
something.
still open litigation right now.
Oh yeah,
Right,
that's what I was
right.
going to say.
That's
If you
cool,
got
that's cool.
legal matters with this shit,
Oh, no,
just
no,
with some
it's
G shit, like
definitely-
don't
That's
touch
cool.
it.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
you created an app, and that app, did you just sell the app, or what? Like, what happened?
I mean, it was sold, but I gotta kind of I gotta bite the bullet.
Got it.
I'm not gonna fold on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
We respect that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
no, it's mine.
How did you get the name Omi and the Hellcat?
I was probably one of the first people in Philly with a Hellcat.
Oh,
And
check you out.
everybody started calling me Hellcat. Yo, Hellcat, do with the Hellcat.
Break that down, because I know, like me, I'm into cars, but not really like that. I know that's very specific. I mean, knowing you as far as, just keeping up with what you got going on, I know what a Hellcat is because of it. But for the people that just don't know what the fuck a Hellcat is,
So for a girl that's walking down the street and she see a dude in a Dodge, she's like, that nigga broke. You know what I'm saying? But
it's levels to the Dodge.
I don't think you can necessarily say, bro, he got a car.
but
it's not
you
the
gotta-
type
you
of money
gotta-
that you think
if you
as
gotta-
far as that.
What you mean, like a regular Dodge, like cloth interior,
Nah.
that type of shit?
I think he's saying that basically people probably just don't know the difference. If they see it, they might
they
think
see
it's-
a girl sees a V6 and she sees a Hellcat, she's not gonna know the difference.
Right.
Because a Hellcat isn't an actual name of a car. It's like a nickname or what?
It's a type.
It's actually
It's the best charger, right?
Yeah.
The
So
fastest.
it's
the
the-
So you know
fastest.
how,
It's the
Chelsea,
fastest.
you have like supercharged and like
Who
a
named
SRT.
it the Hellcat, though?
I guess.
No,
them
he about to
motherfuckers.
break it down. He about to break it
Dodge
down.
named it.
Oh, okay.
So it was just a marketing name. And,
Okay.
And it was like, damn, this is a Hellcat.
So you had
So
the
it was
Hellcat in
above
the city.
it was above the SRT. At that time, not everybody got them now. They got
And-
the 2015s.
And I just wanna ask because I wanna get to like different shit. Like I told you earlier, I watched your interview with Ben Baller. Shout out to Ben Baller.
Shout out to
We
him.
watched that. My brother.
He's
my brother
actually
made-
a
my
good
brother
friend of
made-
mine.
Shout out to him.
My brother, of course, my brother made sure we did our homework and just got familiar with some shit, even though I was already on to who you was and what you got going on. But
Oh, the porter actually saw you in traffic before. It
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
yo, I
yeah,
see
yeah.
your mans. You know what I'm saying?
coming from this
He
way,
called me.
like
Yeah.
over Philly. So I was like, look, the nigga was just riding right
Shout out to
next
Ben
me.
Baller too. He the only person that calls me like, bro, you gotta lose weight.
Yeah. Now that's love.
Like,
That's
like,
love.
like,
Yeah.
real
That's
shit.
For real.
That's love.
Which we're doing.
No,
We're doing
it
a
depresses
challenge.
me though. He puts me for 2 days. I'm like
No, but we're doing the no soda thing
100%.
on the first.
Well, people don't know. Listen, I'm fat as shit,
To
but I
win.
lost 30 pounds in the last 3 weeks.
Nice.
No, that's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
I don't do nothing. Just drink water.
And I'm about to get muscles because I'm gonna stop drinking soda
Go
same
ahead,
day.
get them muscles back
And
in
if
that
I-
six-pack back.
And we got. And
I never had a six pack. First off,
I'm gonna
asshole.
wrestle him.
6 pack of Coronas. That's what he
And
had.
Omi said he's going to come to the dojo and get choked the fuck out because that's what's going to happen. And can we put that
I
on your
think that's
vlog?
false. To be
100%.
If we
honest
put
with
it on
you,
my vlog, ain't nobody gonna see that shit anyway.
I think
but
that's
we can put
false.
it
You're
on-
not choking.
I wanna ask
Ain't
Omi
choking me
because,
out.
like I said, I watched the interview, and in the interview you spoke about, you definitely coming from the streets. You're a street nigga. You're a North Philly nigga, Badlands nigga.
Yeah.
You had experience with the streets before you actually.
Until I realized I wasn't a street nigga.
Right, that's
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
You want
I
touch on that?
respect
Touch on
that.
that. When did what exactly happened to make you realize that?
Growing up with my dad was probably one of the biggest things in North Philly. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? We used to live in Bridgeport. My dad was retarded. My dad would put me in front of the motorcycle, drunk, from Philly, will come down to Lean, Cumberland, and then drop off money in 7th and Indian, drive all the way to Bridgeport, Connecticut. With me being like 3 years old, him drunk, driving from Philly all the way to Connecticut.
On a bike.
On a bike.
Drunk.
That's wild.
He just wasn't in the right state of mind. He had good intentions, but maybe wasn't
And
there
if
when
I
he
ain't
was
mistaken,
drinking.
you said you have Dominican, half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, my
Your dad
dad's
was
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
My dad's Puerto Rican from Cagua, Puerto Rico.
Crazy
Oh, Cagua.
shit.
Shout out to
He's from
Cagua.
Cagua.
Right.
You know?
My dad used to listen. The reason why I'm asking you because I feel like when I watch your interview, I didn't get to the rest of your story, and I'm gonna ask you about that in a little bit, just about your dad. I heard about you, when y'all had your little situation where y'all wasn't speaking for him and shit like
Yeah.
that. And it reminded me a lot of like me and my dad, you know. And my dad used to get drunk and drive us home from the bowling every weekend. And every weekend, my dad bowled for the league, like professional. He bowled for the leagues. And he used to drive home every week. We was doing like 110, nigga. Me and my brother be in the back like, this nigga crazy. But thank God we got home every weekend safely. But that's why I really want to just touch more on that. But we'll build on it when we get around to it.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, listen, man. The thing is, it's hard to figure out where to start with a guy with a story like this. You know, you did what you did in the tech world. You know what I mean? And that thing took off, right? So when that took off, how long did it take for you to accrue the amount of money that you said that you made in you know that big amount?
It got to the point where I was making $1 million a week.
Wow.
I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like Mimi tells me all the time, we sit down and talk, and she be like, what the fuck was you thinking? You know what I'm saying? Because like nobody knew how much money I was making. And you would never know.
Right.
I mean,
Wait, so why was she saying what was you thinking?
Because like I had business partners around that really didn't have my best interest. And you know, and we was talking like 3 days ago. She was like, would you take it all back to have everything back? And I wouldn't. I love it
because it was a learning experience.
Oh man,
the lesson in it was more major.
I don't think if the feds would have never came in November last year, I'll be dead right now. I was just heading up the wrong alley, 100%.
And listen,
because of the people you were around.
Dad chasing models,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, flying in women.
Right.
Things that I would do.
So let me ask you.
No.
So let me
Jordan
ask
Briscoe.
you.
Hey, give me $50 million.
That's now that you're saying that, because that brings me to ask you another question. When you started getting that type of money and you started getting that attention, do you regret, or not even regret?
Nah, I don't regret it because like,
Is it a lesson learned?
I didn't smoke or drink till I turned 30.
Right.
I never went out to the club. Probably once or twice with my brother. He's retarded.
Yeah.
But
Which one?
Wait.
Dro.
I don't
Shout out
like the word
to Dro.
retarded. I don't like the word retarded. When you say retarded,
nah,
be clear what you mean.
Crazy.
Nah.
Be crazy.
Be clear what you
Listen,
mean.
we know.
Screw hood
I
niggas.
have an autistic son, so she tells me stop using that word retarded. But me growing up, like nigga, you're retarded. It just
It was a different
But we
meaning.
gotta be clear
You only
because when
saying
you
that
say
because you got money. That's it.
But you gotta be clear because when you say retarded, it could literally mean
Nah.
somebody has
In
a
the-
mental
in
issue.
the hood,
like,
listen.
if my brother, like, why would I be with my mentally challenged brother in the club?
In the hood,
That make no sense.
In the hood,
No,
In the Challenger.
in the hood, when we say a nigga retarded,
I know what it means. I know
That
what it
just
means.
means he down to do whatever.
Mentally
Right,
challenged in the
right.
Challenger.
No.
nigga loose.
But Omi, but when you started getting that type of money and you started getting that type of attention and you started doing all that, were you married at the time or
Yup,
was you?
yup.
Okay, so walk me through that process. Like when you giving those women that type of attention. And I know, like, your wife been through some shit too. I could totally understand and I can get it. You get what I'm saying? I understand.
Yeah.
But what was the lessons you learned from that?
To be honest, I don't even know. Cause I feel like getting money, a lot of people be like, oh, don't change. I'll never change when I get money.
Right. Until you
I
get the
change
money,
like
it's
a
different.
motherfucker.
Right. Yeah.
But see, I always wanted to see people around me grow. I felt like now in the position I am, even though we're getting money again,
Yeah.
you know, we're not broke. But
Shout out to that.
it was a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah.
You know, like
From your family or your friends?
everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like me losing my brother. I lost 2 brothers in like 8 months, like back to back. You know, I felt like everybody around me wanted a handout and nobody. I wish that I would have had people like, yo, I want to open this up.
Yeah.
Everything was like, oh, let me do this for you. Like, no, like you should have tried to do something yourself. And
Yeah.
and every time I cut dudes big checks, it's like they was trying to live like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Instead of trying to create their own appetite.
They wanted your
opportunity.
spot. Basically, pretty much, I mean, it used to feel to you like a nigga really like wanted the opportunity or he wanted the grind. He wanted to try to get his. But a lot of times that wasn't even good enough. And the nigga, and it made it feel like he just wanted to be you, wanted your life.
Yeah, and I got depressed too because I feel like, damn, I'm Spanish, I'm not black. And I feel like, you know, like Philly, even though I did a lot of good things, you know what I'm saying? Opened up Reloaded merch. I mean, not Reloaded merch, Reloaded constructions. Had over, 30 employees. I felt like motherfuckers ain't really like value me in Philly.
It's never enough. It's never enough.
So you
I
think that people...
I always said this. I felt like if I was black, I would have been accepted more.
I think that's
I always
false.
said that.
I think you would. I think if you was black, you would feel more probably underappreciated because I mean, people talk about not that I hate to bring his name up in this, but Meek is a fucking like he does a lot in Philadelphia, and people
I love that guy. Listen,
and people still shit
this
on
is
Meek,
actually
bro.
have more of a support that you do have, that you are Hispanic, because black
do a
people don't
lot.
support shit.
I don't know.
I love that you
I don't know.
listen. I love that you motherfucking like fearless enough to come here and say that.
Oh,
And
nigga,
say
I
like
never hide
no. I love that because it really says a lot about where we just spoke on black people being racist and just a different episode we had. And I'm just saying that I like that you said that because it shows how just we supposed to be together, oneness, because oneness together, when we together and
Unity.
it's not all these separation devices and shit like that, when a nigga succeed and a nigga able to help and a nigga able to put on and he doing shit, it should be flowers given. It should be
100%.
love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it should be love. It shouldn't be the goofy shit.
Can I ask one question?
Of course.
I know I listened to like Snoop Dogg say a statement before. He said like when people around you or if you're the person that's making the most money or coming up, the issue where you lose friends and where people say you're acting different or whatever is when like you're up here and everybody that's around you, they want to get up there and the only thing to do is either for you to come down to be on their level or for them to come up.
But that's what I was doing. You see, I wasn't.
And you was trying to bring them up, right?
Yeah, but I was still in the hood with them. Like, I wasn't.
You can still be in the hood, but to them, they still look at you like a higher person. So in order for them to be up where you have the money that you're at or have the relaxation where you don't have to like grind every single day to make $300-400 a day, they feel like they have to kind of get on your coattail. And that I can feel you when you have the pressure and you get in depression because you don't know who really is around you for just to be up on your level because they see you. Because if you didn't get no money and no have no raise up, they would just know what they know. Until somebody around you gets up and start getting money, then they're like, "Hold on,
They're showing themselves different.
Somebody that came from my hood,
it's hard to see like
they don't recognize that, and they just want to be where you're at." So, is that why you got depressed because you felt like you had so much pressure of people around you?
I just felt like everybody was just stagnant, waiting on me. That's why I got depressed.
So you were like the king of their kingdom.
What I wanted to ask is this too. So even with it being said, I know even on a smaller level, I know just my friends or family, like it's a lot of black people that deal with this. So I'm gonna propose this question to you too, that deal with like guilt, like just from success. Whereas though, you've been somewhere your whole life and y'all have been there together, but you make it out. Mm-hmm. And you are the guy that everybody runs to now, that everybody's dependent on. It's like, do you feel guilt to hang out with them because you are now in a different place and that's somewhere that your life really isn't headed and you can't take everybody. And a lot of people go through that. So I just wanted to ask if you had any guilt moving, just doing your thing like that.
I don't feel guilty. But most of the people that want success don't even want to work for it. You know what I'm saying? People think because they know you from when you were broke, they feel as though they're entitled to what you had.
Damn.
Do you wish you would have kept some of that success to yourself because then people wouldn't have known? Because I always say if I hit the lottery, I won't tell nobody.
They would have known regardless. This leaked from inside.
And why should you have to hide like your trophies for like your hard work or your accomplishments or shit that you worked hard for? Because like as I relate to like you, I ain't gonna hold you. You dropping gems, you spitting fire like right now because I got successful friends, right? Super successful friends. I don't count their pockets, so I don't know exactly what
100%.
the fuck
I got
niggas
friends
is
that are
on.
worth hundreds of millions, and
Right.
I don't call them and ask for a handout.
It should be, let me tell you something. When you got a rich motherfucker, right? To me, this is just for the people out here. For me, just my way of thinking, right? When you got a rich person, a successful person, a well-off person, he done made some type of moves. He done found some type of knowledge. He done figured this shit out down here to make himself and his family and everything around him super successful, right? And you got people like this that come from areas like ours, rock bottom, Philadelphia, Camden, New Jersey. You know what I mean? Dirt poor, right?
It don't get no worse. I don't think so.
No, we are just super terrible because we do goofy shit. A person pop off from our area that we actually can learn from, right? Like some of my friends who I appreciate that they let me be around. They tell me the story. Niggas ain't obligated to do nothing for you. Half niggas,
That's
it's
a
like
fact.
you said, a lot of these niggas nowadays that want to be rich and all that shit, like, for real, like, they missing so much of the important shit. Like, nigga can't be mad at a nigga because he know how to save his money. Nigga can't be mad at a nigga because he got less vices. He don't smoke. He don't drink. It's so much more shit important to him. I like to smoke. I like to drink. So when I think about my rich nigga who don't smoke and drink, I say, he's supposed to be richer than me. That's just my thought. Because I like other shit. He likes money, you know, and then niggas, you know, because I got a friend that likes to, like, be in the casinos. And a lot of times I done had niggas counting my homie pockets, calling me like, yo, I seen your homie at the casino. Might have lost. Man, don't hit me with that shit, man. My niggas work hard. My niggas taught me, it motivated me to get my own, to be a man. We need more men in our communities to get your own. You got a nigga like OMI around, he got information. I could give you information. I could share with you some shit to tell you how to do it. You still got to put in the work.
Yeah, but that's why I sympathize with Meek. Like, you know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people think that they know the mind of him when these motherfuckers, they never make no money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
They never had that type
there's
of money.
like probably 3 or 4 of us that made well over $10 million. Me, Meek, and probably Uzi. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people can't. I hate when I walk into somewhere and they be like, damn, this nigga never support Philly rap. What the fuck do y'all do for yourselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, where does it, like, why are you even speaking on that, man? Like, how do you feel comfortable saying he don't do nothing for no other rappers in the city?
I mean,
who did something for him?
It's almost like niggas
I can understand it though. I mean,
I feel his pressure. I feel his pain.
No, I mean,
I feel everything. That's why anybody talk shit about Meek in the room. I don't give a fuck if it's behind no cameras. Like I always say it, nigga, get it on your own. I hate that shit.
I just look at stuff from a different standpoint. It's not necessarily the money that you accumulate or anything like that. It's more so the position that you're in. And the position that you're in, people really do expect certain things from that, especially if they never seen it. So if you're the top rapper in Philadelphia, that comes with, yo, I think you're supposed to open doors for this or for that or for...
Yeah, but even
The man is fighting for justice right now.
But even in that case, people got to look at what that person is doing. Like if we just saying specifically with Meek, yeah, he is fighting for justice. He does play Philly artists in studio sessions for other people. Like he put on, he can't make somebody sign you.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's the thing. No, I'm not agreeing with it or anything. I'm just saying I really do understand because when it comes to a certain thing, it just like, yo, if you get a certain amount of money or if you dress a certain way, you expect to get a certain amount of girls with that too,
And
right?
people won't ever know behind doors what really happens. Or how much money you
It's
really
just
got.
certain
just 'cause you look a certain
responsibilities
way.
that come to the table that you really don't want to have to deal with, but you do. You probably got to say no more often than you would like.
My thing
Not
is
really,
this.
because I remove myself from situations. I'm not really accessible the way I used to
Listen,
be.
my thing is
I
this.
mean,
that-
and that's a key
that's
thing
part
that
of
you
the
gotta
thing,
do.
too. Yeah,
So some
that's
people
part of
might
it.
try to say, "Oh, Omi's acting new" or whatever like that, but
Nah.
no, that's no. He's putting himself in the right position because them people ain't gonna do nothing but motherfucking take from his situation. They fucking vampires. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact because a lot of people look from the outside looking in. Like, you know, you looking from the outside looking in, just seeing another successful person like, oh, he should be doing this, he should be doing that. But in a lot of cases, back to what OMI said, what are you doing for yourself before you ask me to do something for you? Nigga, you not even betting on yourself. It's almost like a casino, right? We go to the casino and
I'll
nigga,
bet with your money, but I ain't gonna bet with my money.
You want to shoot the dice, but you want me to bet. You don't even have $1 in your pocket. And the money, look, a lot of niggas go to casinos, right? Let me tell you something. I'm a real nigga, right? Let me tell you something. And I don't even say shit like that. But I go to casinos with my rich niggas, right? And I don't gamble, right? I don't gamble. I don't pull out my own money to gamble because I don't gamble. So I'm just chilling with my niggas. It's the moment, it's the time, it's the energy with my guys that I'm enjoying. You understand what I'm saying? When my guys win, he's betting. He's fearless. He's betting whatever money came out of his safe, came out of the bills, whatever. He's betting, right? When he win 10, 20 grand, right? Nigga give me maybe 500. I'm grateful. It's nothing. I didn't
You didn't
gamble.
even have to gamble.
I didn't gamble. So I shouldn't be looking for winnings.
Right.
Because I didn't gamble. I was scared to bet.
It ain't got nothing to do with you at that point.
My nigga bet it was fearless and he won. That's his shit. Like, we got so much shit fucked up. You tuck your own money and then want other niggas to invest their money in you. You tuck your money.
Right.
You scared to invest in you, nigga.
Or like when somebody says, I hate when I look on Instagram, somebody says, damn, he bought another car, but he ain't give no money to the hood. What the fuck you gave to the hood?
Right.
No,
You know what I'm
it's people that want it.
Or if I made $300,000 in that week and I want to go out to a strip club, blow $40,000, my nigga,
You entitled
you
to
made,
it.
you made $300 and you spent $100 on weed.
Right.
So
Right.
who
First
knows
off,
the
that's
fuck
that
up here?
nigga's money. What I will say is, it's like I said, it's gonna be way too much for us to even fit in the hour that we do. But this dude right here, you know, we got the reloaded hats and all of that.
I ain't gonna
shit.
lie, you look a lot better with it on.
Listen, man, shut the fuck up. Don't clown my baldy nigga. Fuck out of here.
Put it on,
Put it
son.
back on.
Nah,
Put it back
nah.
on.
Just because he said that,
Yo,
I'm not
son.
putting
Shut
it on.
him and look like you got some hair under there.
Exactly.
But what
What'd
I
you say, Wally?
will say is, he just did a crazy giveaway. First he gave away a car. You know, the first time, and it was 500 hats. Limited edition, all of them numbered, and he sold these hats, and then he gave the winner a new Scat Pack car. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that, giving away their earnings off of their
Wait a minute,
products.
we lost money in that too.
Yeah, right. So he did that. But then this dude, before he was even finished that process, was just like, yo, I want to, because his mind races and he jumps on shit instantly.
Trust me, I call him. I'll be calling him all the time, messing with him. Like, yo, man, do this logo for me.
Yeah, let's do this. So now he's just like, yo, I want to give away a house and a motherfucking truck. You know what I'm saying? I want to give away this. So then he gave away a house and a vehicle to people, and you did 2,750 hats. 2,700, had the crib turned into a goddamn factory. Everybody working hard. Shout out to his whole team. Shout out to Mimi. You know what I'm saying? And even when you do that and give back directly to your supporters and customer base, it's people that's not appreciative for the,
Man, let
for
me
the
tell you.
fucking
There will always be negative
opportunity.
people. No matter what you do, you could be fucking
It come with the
God.
territory.
You can
Everything
give-
come with it.
People will always say something negative.
People are true pieces of shit.
That's
it's
not
actually,
true.
No, because
No,
it's not true.
It's amazing. No.
people are
There are
true.
some
pieces
people,
of shit.
Yo, some
Listen,
people
I say it
are.
all the time. Humans.
Yo,
we hate.
people
I
are
hate
pieces-
humans. Remember I told you about the shirt?
I hate people.
No,
humans is fucked
People
up.
are-
We
no,
fucked
no,
up.
I don't give a fuck.
But I would see certain shit,
we fucked
and I
up
would
out
just
here.
be like, yo, what do people expect? You know what I mean? Like, they come into situations thinking that
Scammer.
they're going to definitely.
You're a scammer.
It's only a scam.
Fuck am I
No,
scamming?
it's only a scam when they don't win.
Right.
You know what I'm
100%,
saying?
right.
I've seen the craziest, the comments, and the one thing I want to commend him for is our show is very transparent. We just say whatever about our lives, and we tell everybody everything. And he tried everything to be the most transparent nigga. He was really worried about, like, I just want to make sure people know there's no way that I can fix this. He was trying everything in the
I'm
world.
telling
He
you.
just wanted to make sure that people knew this shit is random. Anybody can motherfucking
But
win.
somebody will always say something. Just like I
Yeah,
tell y'all,
always.
like when the episode we was talking about money and whatever, I can say something, have an opinion. You can say something, have an opinion. People have their own perception on what they think you should do with
And
your
this is
money.
why the government doesn't let us know there's aliens.
Yes, and this
'Cause
is why
people
the
are
government.
dumb.
This
I'm
is
telling
why.
you. I swear
This
to
is why the
God.
government won't let you do psilocybin, mushrooms,
Uh-oh.
and all this. Your third eye and all that other shit. I'm getting into some deep shit.
No, I
'Cause
know
the
what you're talking
government,
about.
you know what I'm talking about. The government does not want us to be outside of our own brain because there's so many parts of our brain that can be open that we can experience things and learn things and be knowledgeable. And they don't want to legalize certain drugs and legalize certain things and let you have certain businesses and all, they want to restrict you to do so much shit because they want you in this box.
People are still evolving.
And real quick,
Google it, niggas.
real quick,
Alexis
Chelsea.
has a question.
Listen,
No,
Chelsea.
I'm serious.
Chelsea,
I've been Googling this
Listen,
shit.
Chelsea definitely
Chelsea
wants
Googles.
she wants everybody to fuck with these mushrooms.
No,
and
I
hold
don't-
on. And
I would never. I smoked weed one time and I got butt naked and I was screaming.
so
You didn't smoke weed.
my nigga, hold on, wait,
Let her ask the question.
Hold on, wait, hold on, wait.
You didn't smoke weed, you smoked fucking
No, he
angel
didn't. No, he
dust,
didn't.
nigga.
Listen.
No, he didn't.
Friday.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I shouldn't be saying this. This is incriminating. I snipped the fucking weed. I put it in the jar. I took it to my friend. We rolled it up together. I smoked it, and I seen devils.
So this my nigga. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
You did too much.
No. So
I'm in
did
tune.
too
So what I'm
much.
trying to tell you.
Well, I think when you're in tune,
Don't
when you're in
tell people
tune-
on this episode.
No,
It's a
that they
chemical
gonna see
balance. Nah,
devils.
it's literally a
did
chemical
too much.
balance, and some people chemicals not all the way there.
You know why? Because my mom smoked crack when I was in her stomach, and it fucked me up.
But let me
That's
tell
fine.
you,
He just
all
made
of
that
our
up,
brains,
but-
No, I swear to God.
Everybody-
Yeah, but you don't know that. That's the reason why you tripped out. Is what I'm saying. You don't.
everybody's
I took
brain
Ritalin
in
at
the
5.
whole entire world, we have cannabis receptors.
I'm a weedologist. What happened was you didn't get over the hump. That first time or two, it makes you super nervous and paranoid.
So-
it does. I didn't stop.
That wasn't paranoia, bro. I saw what I saw.
Bro,
I don't get high.
You didn't have the right sun setting. You wasn't around the right
No, I'm
people.
gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Break it down.
I was on a porch. I said, "Yo, Mach, roll this up."
How old was you?
Listen, this I was a grown man.
Okay.
There's a few probably
Recently.
10 years ago. Probably way closer than that. I gave him the weed. He rolled it up. I said, "Give me that shit." He said, "Oh, you don't smoke." I said, "Fuck it." I take a puff. I close my eyes open. I'm in his living room. I said, "Yo, Mach, what the fuck's going on?"
What you seen?
I just closed my eyes and I'm in his living room. I'm in the porch. Close my eyes. I'm in the living room.
Blacking out a little
Oh, this
bit.
is a dream.
Then no, this ain't a dream. This is real life.
no,
real life.
I never said it was
Then-
I said blacking out.
He passes me again. I'll take one more puff. That's all it took. I close my eyes. I'm in his dining room. I said, "Yo, Mach, I'm getting scared."
Was he moving you though?
No, I was walking, but I had my eyes closed apparently.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Okay, you high.
I'm telling you physically how I
Blacking
felt.
out. I remember that shit.
Then I start yelling, "Yo, Mach, I think I'm dying." He's laughing, but it's like the Erica Badu slow, you know, like that
The
video.
slow laugh.
When that video came up, bro, I thought I was having a heart attack. By the way, I'm retarded. Anyway, I closed my eyes. Sorry for saying that word.
retarded
it's
clothing.
okay.
Anyway, I closed my eyes and I'm on his steps going up the stairs and I start yelling, "Yo, Mach, I feel like I'm dying." He said, "You're not dying, bro." Close my eyes, open them again. I'm butt naked in his shower, screaming. I run outside. Now, my dad lived 3 doors down. So my dad's watching all this like, "You fucking idiot."
Yeah.
I see an ambulance in the corner and I thought that my body was in the ambulance.
Right.
So I'm running and it felt like, you ever see that movie,
It's an outer body experience.
Nah. At least Max Payne. All them demons and shit in the sky. I saw all that.
You had sleep apnea. nigga.
I did have
paralysis.
to. No, and I'm gonna tell you how I know it's true. In 2017, I was sitting in the red light, you know, talking to my son on the phone. My Corvette was hit. I fly out my car, my leg snaps backwards, going through surgery. When I get home, I'm in pain. I'm in my house in pain. You know, I got my knee replaced, my femur replaced, my hip replaced. My boy walks in with some cookies.
Oh no.
I say, "Man, he's like, yo, I cannot give you these." I said, "Man, give me the fucking cookies, man." Anyway, I wound up buying all the cookies. I wound up eating 6 cookies.
Nigga, you
And
know
then,
what that
have you ever
did
seen
to
my
you?
house has got all these LEDs on the ceiling? I felt like I was Life of Pi. Like, you know, when you're in the middle of the ocean? Bro, I was screaming, cops
You
getting
took
to my house.
edibles.
No, this was regular weed edibles. He makes them.
No, but still, but Omi, you
Them
gotta
edibles is
understand.
different.
I'm done with weed.
Them animals
Omi,
is different. Damn,
Omi,
talk something.
edibles-
Listen, I'm gonna tell
Edibles
you.
take you to another
If you
level.
do too
Bro,
much.
they
Listen,
put
bottom
that
line-
Arizona in it. Arizona. They didn't put no good shit.
Right. Reggie.
Arizona.
That's Reggie for the people that don't know. That's good Reggie.
Listen.
Low THC count.
Right.
Trash.
Right. Good.
But
like
you don't
Reggie,
smoke
high
like you
power.
said, right?
But listen,
don't, but
that
that
man,
shit fucked
that's
me.
not
I can't-
for
I'm
him
not-
because I
would
went.
never.
Y'all know I went through this same
But
shit.
listen,
Did you?
Dev, listen, y'all. Dev ate fucking 200 milligrams of fucking edibles his first time. Don't be like, I'm not
Don't do that.
Listen,
Don't do that.
I saw all the shit you saw.
Because
I saw
that-
different dimensions. I
because
was
you
scared
did
as
too
fuck.
much.
Hold on. So check this out. Hold on. We gonna go here. Shout out to my baby. Shout out to my baby.
If you do too much of anything, you will be fucked
Listen.
up. If you drink too much alcohol, you might
Man,
see
I
some
see
shit.
Snoop Dogg smoke a pound a day. He don't ever get
Nigga,
feel like
Because
that.
he's built up the tolerance.
Listen, I get how you
He's
feel,
built up
but
the
look, I
tolerance.
smoke, nigga, I gave a story about how I used to, when I was tripping and young and all that, I smoked dust, got naked in the alley. You smoke weed, at least you got naked in the shower. You got naked where you supposed to get naked at, nigga.
Yeah, but I ran outside naked, like embarrassed. I ain't never come
Yo,
out
no, I really
You
thought
done
that
ran out
I was either gonna get naked or I was gonna kill somebody. Shout out to GB. I was texting GB and asking him to lock up my studio.
It's the scariest
because
feeling.
my brain, I felt like I was in a different dimension using my phone to text into the
You
regular
did too
dimension.
much.
Oh,
into
man.
the regular
And
dimension.
it's really a mind over matter thing.
It's not
unless
mind
you're-
over matter.
Yes, it
My
is.
mind
Listen,
don't lie to me.
But if you do something that you're not experienced with and you're not with somebody like a shaman, I know this is words you might not know. If you're with somebody that doesn't know how to bring you back down, you can really make your mind go crazy because you don't know how to control what's going on.
Listen.
that
unless
sounds like
you're
I'm not
prepared.
supposed to fuck with it.
No, you're not supposed to eat 200 fucking milligrams.
That sounds like some
Smoking
Dragon
weed for
Ball
10
Z
years
shit.
And I
You're
still will
supposed to
not
be.
have 200 milligrams,
Yo,
nigga.
I got a two-part, like a little two-part question that I want to
Wait, Porter,
Ash.
before you get into your deep,
Go
she
ahead.
got one question.
Go ahead, let Lex go. Go ahead, Lex. Tap it to the mic.
Her
Go
mouth
ahead.
is salivating.
It is.
Okay, I just want to know, those chains on your neck, are they real?
Whoa.
1,000,000%.
Whoa, show her, bro. Show her. She questioning shit. Show her.
Hey,
She wanna know, show her.
Am I gonna feel the weight of it?
Are you ready to get wet or not? These
my boy.
diamonds is real, baby.
Let her get
Put
cold.
these diamonds on you.
Splash.
Let
That's not diamonds unless you got some for all of us.
Let her feel the
Listen, well,
temperature.
This is the Pennsauken house.
Lex, grab it, Lex. Lex. Go ahead, give it to Lex.
Oh, shit.
Give it to Lex. Put it on, put it on. Put it on. Put it on, son. Put it on.
Can I unhook it? My hair is so big, it's not
Yeah,
gonna fit
yeah,
on my
If you see the back of my head, that's all the muscles come from.
Put it on and your temperature might change, nigga. You're gonna put a thermometer to
Yo,
it, nigga.
look.
So I said,
The back of my head is all the muscles from holding that up.
Y'all know that's my favorite line.
That is Chelsea Lee's
funny.
favorite line.
Hey, yo, hold on, because I wanna ask you. I'm gonna let her get her ice together. While she getting her ice together, we're gonna go in. So my thing is this, right? I got a two-part question for you. And it's simple, but I just wanna know, because I'm intrigued by it. I wanna know, like, you was in the streets before you got into the techie shit.
Nah, but it really wasn't the streets. I was a petty dealer. You know what
Right,
I'm
but
saying?
you tried little hustles. But
Oh,
what
yeah.
what I want to ask you is this: was you techie prior to being in the streets? Was you already kind of like witty, like well, of course you
I
intelligent.
was like Garnett. I was jumping into a million jobs.
right, but you
Facts.
wasn't super in the techie shit.
No,
Like how
I
you
was doing everything. So basically, after going to jail with my dad and me and him been in jail plenty of times together. After that, I was like, man, I'm tired of this bullshit.
And that's where I'm getting at. That's where I'm getting to, because that was my next question. What exactly, was the like breaking point for you to say, I gotta like go ahead, I gotta find something different, or I'm gonna do something different. You know what I'm saying?
Once I saw people that were in my field doing 10 plus years in jail, I said, I ain't built for that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do something and I do it, I'll stand on it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
That's real shit.
But I ain't built to go to jail for 20 years.
But that's how
a
it's
fact.
supposed to go. That's like me.
100%,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm in
That's
the
why I
listen.
don't get into shit that I like. Fuck that.
Listen,
That's
I'm
real.
I'm in the
That's
same
real to me.
position though. I retired out the streets about a decade ago because I know my jacket. My jacket long as a motherfucking
Oh,
trench.
you had a big name out here.
I appreciate it, but I don't want it for that. Listen, I want to get a big name for this shit.
Appreciative Porter.
Yeah, I want to get a big name for this shit, but I had the trench jacket where I knew, like, yo, if I get caught up in some more shit, like, I'm either gonna get rocked or them pigs gonna have me in an interrogation room trying to turn me to a rat. So it's like, you gotta weigh your options out. And for me, ratting ain't even never an option. So it's like,
Real quick, speaking of, you said getting rocked. You've been shot before, correct?
absolutely.
And I know you've been shot as what? How did your situation go down when you ended up, getting?
Real quick, we was going through shit, street shit. We was going through street shit, and obviously, people didn't like what we was doing in the streets, and whatever. But certain people, I seen them. I knew them. One night I was just out about and I seen people, you know, just constantly like riding around and shit. And I knew I didn't fuck with these guys. And eventually, yeah, when the third trip, when I seen them loop around, they was missing a guy from the first 2 trips they did. So I was like, oh, it was 3 before. Now it's 2. Where's the other one? And I'm sitting on the corner, regular shit. I felt like it was going down. It was about to try something. And I just didn't, I felt like I didn't go with my instincts. My instincts was telling me like, go get away, because I ain't had my shit with me. I ain't had my joint with me. So it was like either go get your joint or go just get away from this shit because you see what's going on. But then again, what I call now is like my dumb instinct was just like, well, you'll find out if it's really what you think it is, nigga, by staying there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and that's what I ended up doing. Like, you know, I'm gonna just sit here when I seen niggas like doing all the weird, goofy shit. And then eventually, yeah, the young kid that I was looking for, the third one, he came walking. And I got great vision. I got 20/20 super funny money vision.
He said,
like,
I got great vision.
Yeah, even under the influence. Even when I was smoking dust and all that other shit.
It was in HD.
Damn, you're smoking dust?
Yeah, I'm smoking dust. And I'm 41 now. And I've been blessed.
Damn.
Yeah. I've been blessed to even go through all that shit, been doing all that shit, and I was still like somewhat on point. God let me be
shit,
somewhat.
I got nephews that they were on dust trips for 15 years. And they just popped up out of it. I'm like, damn, nigga.
No,
you really a good nigga.
No, this is what I'm trying to tell you, though. I'm
That's
super
different.
blessed because I know niggas that never came out. I know niggas that never
too.
came out, and they still fly.
Listen, I know a girl who's still singing Ashanti in the mirror. She's like, Ashanti.
Yeah, nigga, it's vicious. That's why. But see, that's why we gotta count our blessings. That's
a fact.
That's the important part about counting our blessings. But anyway, the young boy I seen him walking down. Finally, he started walking down. I see him from a distance. So when he walked down, I don't let him he tried to get close up on me. When he come closer, but he still got his hands in his pockets. I dropped my mild. I was champing a mild. I used to smoke miles then. I was champing and I dropped it. And because I seen him approaching close and I knew who he was. As soon as he came, I'm like, you was the nigga that was just with them niggas. I don't fuck with them niggas. You know the vibes. So the nigga came up and he was like, yo, you got some weed? And I looked at him. I dropped my mouth because for real, I fight to the end. That's just me, my character. I'm fighting to the end for mine, for my children, for my life, to be in my children's life, to be in my family's life. I'm fighting to the end. So I'm instantly thinking, I knew he on funny shit. I seen it. I've been seeing it. I see it. It's actually coming into fruition. So when he asked for the weed on a close-up, I'm like, nah, I ain't got no weed. He seen my hands. I was going to try to take it from him. He would have tried to reach it, anything. I was going to try to choke him out, take it from him, whatever. And the nigga seen it. I know he peeped it. And he kept going. He just took distance on me, took about a car and a half distance on me, and then turned around and whipped out. Blah, 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 whatever. And that was that. You know what I mean? Whole situation, man. I was in the streets, though. Don't get it fucked up. Street shit, when we live in them type lives, and you in that type shit, and shit, the streets, even the street, because I get it. The street, don't get me wrong, I don't knock the streets all crazy because the streets really provided a lot of opportunities.
I don't respect the streets.
Yeah, you can't respect them because the rules is fucked up. No, they don't.
No, I don't
nobody.
respect the streets at
They
all.
don't respect nobody. But what I do like to say, but what I will say and always say about the streets is that it has given us something. Some people did right in the streets, and everybody wasn't like.
I don't agree with you.
I just feel you think everybody in the streets was like killers.
Let me tell you this, man. I don't respect street rules. I don't respect none of that no more.
No, I don't respect all the street rules. But
now you got cab drivers getting robbed.
I get it. It's a nasty game.
You got dudes, your best friend fucking your girl. We're like everybody. The first thing they do is talk about the rat. Yeah, he ratted. He did this.
That's real.
Everything else is accepted.
Oh my God! I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Let him keep going. Let him keep going.
But is every street nigga like that though?
Every street nigga.
Every street nigga you met like that.
Listen, when was the last time you seen a nigga running down the street with a sword stabbing niggas? When have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen it.
And how so many niggas get killed by being clowns? Like niggas getting set up at all-time highs.
No, listen, I get that. Listen, I get that. We nasty. It's nasty how we It's nasty how we been programmed on me. But I can't say that everybody like that.
And my dad told me
I can't say that everybody like that.
Like when me and my dad spoke, he said, I regret everything. I said, why? He said, all the bodyguards I had, all the people, that I seen die. And look at me, 80 years old broke, they ain't got nothing.
Now that's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? All the people I helped, where they at? He said, "Don't ever do this shit."
Listen, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you know what I do? I see a funny car, I pull the gun out, but I call the cops at the same time. I'm a fight for my life, but I'm calling the cops too. You got me fucked up.
You legal though.
No, it's
you legal. You change your life though. You allowed to do that though. That's what people got the game fucked up at. When the street rules, if you in the streets, if you was still selling dope and all that type shit.
Yeah, but I was never really in the streets. I was just still where I fuck where a lot of dudes fuck up at is if you're not a real nigga and you still trying to do real things. That was me.
Okay.
I wasn't a real nigga.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Earlier you told me you were still in the streets living with everybody.
Yeah,
so.
but like just because I'm around that don't mean I'm in that.
No, I know you're not in it, but people will associate with that. I mean, associate that with you because you're in it, right? And everybody around you, right, was a street nigga, right?
Not. I don't really listen. I never really have friends like that. All my friends right now, they're all hardworking guys. You know what I'm saying?
Because you've leveled up and you're not in the same crew.
Everybody who I associated with were friends because I benefited something and I started hanging out with them. Oh shit, he's big in the game. It wasn't that wasn't no people that I grew up with. Everybody I grew up with were family.
Are you more
game.
comfortable hanging out with people that are on your
Nah,
level
I'm
than
more
hanging
comfortable hanging out by myself.
I want to stay.
That's why I think I survived. Like nobody really knows how I move.
Okay.
Nah, I want to hold on. I want to stay on something because, like I said, people don't realize how difficult it is when we having these discussions and we trying to cram a fucking lifetime inside of 60 minutes or so.
Right.
We talked about Porter and how that came about where Porter was shot. I want you to be able to share your story of how you were shot.
Being fake. Oh, I got this. I got that. You know, niggas talk too much. You know, I was 17 going on 18, just talking too much. You know, it resulted in, my first kid's mom getting raped in the house.
Where was you at though when this happened?
No, North Philly.
Okay.
So, but I just want to. I kind of like. But
Damn,
I don't think. I don't think you was being fake though. I think maybe you was just letting people know or whatever. Trusting too much trust.
You know what it is, man. Like.
I don't want to say you was being fake.
No, it's being fake 100% because it's not me as a character. Me as a character
and I respect,
was the nigga who wants to play games all day at the time.
It's the core.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's what
I think we all have fake moments.
It's the core.
No, absolutely.
You know how many dudes that get on the internet every day start screaming, but if you're in front of them, you slap the shit out of them, and then they really not about that life.
Oh man, that's a 100% fact.
I agree with what Porter's saying. It's not necessarily
like a billion. That's a billion% fact.
That's
you
fake.
see 6ix9ine?
Listen,
I'll
that's
kill
fake.
all you niggas, and then
I was about to say that.
Then when the footage came up, bro. When the footage came up, bro, I'm scared.
That's fake, but it ain't fake. But listen,
I'm scared.
Omi, that's fake, but it ain't fake for you to like take a stab in the streets, try some shit, and then realize like, yo, that shit ain't for me. I'd rather do the other shit that I like to do. That's not like fake to me.
I think people don't ever think about the consequences. Like there's homies that I talked to in the past. I'm not even gonna say homies. They were just associates. They're not my fucking friends, bro. Right after the feds came for me, bro. You can't be hopping in and out of jets. You don't got a fucking job. Them niggas took it as I was hating on them. I wiped my hands with them. 9 months later, they get indicted on feds. You know what I'm saying?
And you was just looking at
I'm like, bro, and I'm talking to him with he got all the money in the world. Yo, bro, all the people you partying with don't give a fuck about. And look, all those girls he was partying with are now partying with other niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody he was jumping on jets with probably ain't even writing them.
It's the spot, the
You know what I'm saying?
responsibility.
And they
comes
pillow
with the
talk.
spot.
You gotta know that it's called a trap for a reason. There's no way out of it. And if there is, it's a slight change. It's a small window.
I agree with that.
How many people in the world play basketball?
Not too many.
Over like 100
A
million.
lot. It's
Right.
not a
And
lot
there's
that
about
make it to the league.
500 that's in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Your chances are slim to none.
That's
Don't
real.
put all your eggs in one basket. You got to keep it pushing. That's why, bro, I did everything. I sold DVDs. I washed cars. I was a pizza delivery driver. Who would have ever thought that the nigga that was delivering pizza for $5 in 2012 and 2016 would be worth $50 million?
That's America
You know what I'm
for you,
saying?
though.
No, it's because I believed in myself. I never asked one person, yo, I need you to invest in me. Listen, I had a worker who came out of jail. I don't want to say his name, but you know who he is. He just came out of jail. I blessed him with some bread because he came out during me having money. I put him to work. He's making okay money. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really doing shit. He don't do nothing. He just stands with a broom and just talks all day. So he said, yo, I need you to invest in me. I said, how much is the investment? He said, $300. I said, you dumbass nigga, your paycheck this week, invest in yourself. I hate people who just linger just for you could do something for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real.
And that's why I would never befriend somebody because they can do something for me. If you wanted to be a business partner, if you wanted to be business from the get-go, just say it.
Right.
Don't linger around and then, because you know what, it creates animosity.
But see,
When you say doing for people definitely does create some type of resentment. But like the same thing I was saying earlier
you
is
never
that
argue with nobody, and they be like, "You dumbass nigga." That's why your baby mom left you.
I've never had that argument.
Yo, listen, I had people that threw shit like
Threw it in your
they were
face.
thinking about that the whole time they were fucking with me.
Right.
No.
No. Hold on. Let's dwell on that. Let's dwell on that. I want to drive that home, Garnett. If
What?
a motherfucker bring up some shit like that, and the whole time they've been kicking it with you and everything like that, that was their thought of you the whole time. Which the equivalent is use a fake ass nigga. Use a bitch ass nigga. Use a pretending ass nigga.
That's
that
not
was your
always
thought
true
your
to me.
whole time. No,
you
but
said
when,
what?
I said that's not always true necessarily.
100%.
It is.
No,
If
it's
somebody
not.
throws some
No,
shit in
it's
your
not
face,
because
now they think about that the whole time.
I don't know what. I
it could be the exact same way. So let's say, okay, somebody threw that in your face. What are you going to say back to them? Probably something that you knew was there the whole time. So does that make you a fake nigga?
No. But
not necessarily.
You don't fight fire with fire. I tell Mimi that
You're
all
not
the time.
supposed to,
do
but
that.
people
The
do it
only
all the
time- I
time.
know,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
You're
people
not
do it all the
supposed
time,
to.
but
You're
that's
not
not
supposed to,
necessarily
but
a
listen,
thing. Hold
people do it.
on. It's just like when I know street niggas and street niggas run around with each other and the whole time they both saying that they both the realest niggas. Then as soon as them niggas have a split, is he never bust his gun. That nigga was just around. He was always this one. Then you was
Human nature.
Then you was pretending the whole time he was super killer man. It's one or the other. You was either frauding from
But they
before,
both was
or you
frauding.
No, but I'm saying
It's
is
not
you was either
necessarily
frauding
fraud and
before.
showing somebody some respect in a different sense. Because I mean, like I said, you can look at it. You can cut it both ways. Like somebody could talk shit about you, but then in turn, when you talk shit about them, does that make it right? Like you said, fire or fire? Nah, you just talk shit about them. You did the
Yeah,
exact
but, like,
same thing that
I
person did.
expect
Yeah, but you're either lying one way or the other.
No. So
This is-
you're talking about like just from the core. Yeah, somebody's going to be lying. So then you have to. Well, when did you feel that? Yeah, at that point, kind of don't matter when it's felt or not.
This is
if
hard.
It really don't matter.
If I feel a certain way about you, I'm gonna let you know right then and there, yo, bro, you fucked up.
So hold on.
I would appreciate that.
Look,
I would appreciate that. Go ahead.
listen. This is a perfect moment to segue a little bit, because I wanted to kind of like talking about a friend, right? Talking about a friend when they do. You know how a lot of friends say, "I'm not gonna hang with nobody that talks about me behind my back," right? A lot of people we say that in the world, right? But then you got a lot of friends that they terrible friends. They can be way better. They do a lot of bullshit. Bullshit that makes you want to talk. Bullshit that makes you run into another friend and say, yo, this nigga just lied to me, got me all fucked up, or this nigga just stole from me, or this nigga just did this. And, you know, we wanted to kind of like talk about that. Like,
Yeah, we all got that one person we talk shit about, though.
yeah, but
They deserve it, though.
No, you absolutely right. But my thing is this: how do we establish these fake rules for years? Like where we say, no, if this your homie, you shouldn't be talking about him. But your homie could do everything under the fucking sun and expect for all his homies to push it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug. Don't talk about it.
But you're also supposed to expect your real homie, your real friends that fucking keep it real with you.
That's
and
why-
sometimes when you keep it real with somebody, I say to a friend who is maybe doing some bullshit, doing some illegal shit, or a girlfriend who's dating a guy who's abusive, and then I say, look, bitch, you my girl, but your dude is doing X, Y, and Z. I'm on the outside. He's cheating on you. He's abusing you. He's doing X, Y,
I don't
and
get
Z.
into those relationship problems anymore.
No, not even relationship.
Because you're
I'm just
always gonna end up looking dumb.
I'm just using an
because
example.
they gonna go back.
I'm just using an example, but as a friend, you should be able to go to your friend and say that. Just like, you know, I tell my friends, I crack on my friends, oh, you look a mess, or you need to fix this and that. If you can't crack and make jokes and tell your friends how you really feel, who are you supposed to tell it to? So is there a line where it's like, this is disrespecting, you're being fake, or I'm keeping it real and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I want to tell you how the fuck you look?
Real quick, it's two different things. That's whether or not you could communicate and keep it real with your friend. We're talking, I want to just stay on point of Porter talking about you talking to other people. My answer to that, and it's not a perfect answer, is it's different. Who are you talking about that person to?
Yeah.
Right.
If me, Porter, Porter and Garnett is brothers. So if I feel like Garnett or Porter, let's say Garnett did something and I ain't feel a way about it and I ain't know how I wanted to talk to Garnett about it and I went to Porter and I said, yo, man, bro did such and such and he keep doing this bullshit, blah, blah, blah. That's different than me going to a person that's outside of that circle and just saying Garnett Briscoe be doing fuck shit.
Because it all depends on the person, though, because I would say on to some extent, I may feel like you're trying to spoil my relationship with somebody that's actually close to me and not somebody I really don't give a fuck about. It's somebody that can think about that shit like that.
No, I mean, obviously a person can have can have an opinion on anything, but it's a difference of me going to somebody and saying, I'm trying to figure out how I want to talk to you. So I'm talking to another brother because I'm worried about it. I'm worried. This is a family discussion.
It's a unit.
And I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, but why don't you bring him around and then talk about that in front of him?
No. That's the thing. Because my
that's the perfect answer. That's the perfect answer.
That's the perfect intervention type of.
No. So that's the
perfect answer.
And then everybody be like, yo, you fucking up.
No,
like,
but that's another thing.
Sometimes you can't do that to somebody because they automatically get defensive and then they're like, oh, you're talking shit behind my back.
People don't respond.
And now you said it to somebody else instead of me first.
Or you just may already assume that person is offensive and you didn't even try to sit that person down and have that open dialogue and that open conversation where the same thing that you're saying to this person, you can say that to them and it's not offensive.
Listen,
it's literally, this is just how I feel.
Garnett, because I've been in this situation. I've been in this situation where my homies call me and they talking about another homie. They be like, yo, wop, he ain't been around. I've been trying to call him, I'm trying to get... As a good homie, as a good link in the chain, you supposed to give out good information and say, yo, that's
talk
the
to that
homie.
person.
That's bro. Like, yo, that's bro. I don't know what's going on. You know how bro be. Shit, we all human. Nobody's perfect in this shit.
At all.
We all human. We all got flaws. We all carry shit the way we carry it. Shout to Philly, using my Philly shit. We all carry shit the way we carry it. And guess what? Everybody different. You might do shit a different certain way. I might do shit a different certain way. So this is where the communication becomes important.
Right.
To talk and say, okay, well, what are we? Because if we have a common interest that we talking about, then once we get through our differences, we'll get to a common ground. We'll get to like a point. But it's about communication. It's about keeping the negative shit out. You can't be like, it's about family.
And it's
like
about
family.
being transparent too, though, because I feel like, Omi, you've been doing this for a long time, right? And what age you would say you got to your peak where you were like really getting to $1? What age was it?
See, like when I was little, we were rich, regardless.
Yeah, because your dad was getting to it.
Yeah, we were millionaires by the age of I was 5.
Right.
We were rich.
So when you got your own,
my dad went to the feds. I
Right.
witnessed it. We went completely broke.
so when you was doing your own thing, you was tapping into the streets. It was minute. It was nothing really you was really big on. You was just dabbing in, tapping in a
Yeah,
little
but
bit.
like everybody knows me for growing up to being like the spoiled little nerd.
Because your dad had bread.
Yeah. So
Right.
when
He was
my
famous
my
already.
dad got back out of jail in 97.
Got it.
So when he came out, he went to jail in 91. We were broke. Then when he came back in 97,
You were back up.
we were rich again.
So when did you get to your like? You was like, yo, I'm good. What age was that?
Then me and my
hold
dad
on,
had
wait.
a falling out.
Listen, buddy, somebody wants to give their chain back. Too heavy.
Wait, I have a really, really question that's like, I don't want to be rude.
Put it on for him.
Hold on. Before, I just want to know really quick.
It's hard to
Just,
get around the roads.
No, they muscles.
He's silly.
They muscles. Tell them what you told
that's
me,
exactly
nigga.
what he said.
Tell them what you told me, nigga. They muscles.
Holding all the weight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but when you got to your own, that you got yourself, besides like what your family got, because I heard in the Ben Baller interview, like what your dad did and how like y'all had a falling out in that whole situation and you did your own thing. Granted, even when you sold your weed, you was down in Orlando and you was doing your thing, and that whole situation happened to you as well. But when you started getting to like the tech stuff and doing your own thing, when did you get to that peak where you like got to that certain amount of money? What was the most money you got? Like, how old was you when you got like, yo, like I'm doing better than a lot of motherfuckers in my neighborhood, in my age bracket,
I mean,
in your
it's
area?
hard. It's hard because like I think the most I had like at one shot was like close to 40 million.
And but how old were you?
31, 32.
And how old are you now?
I'm about to be 35.
Right. Okay, so when you got to that level, what changed for you?
To be honest,
Like when you got to that
and
money, what changed around you?
The more money I made, the more depressed I got.
Okay. I want people to know this, so that's why I want you to explain that.
Like people have to know that money and happiness don't equate in the same line.
Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I wanted to ask you that.
So listen,
And listen.
my happiest, I was broke.
Didn't we
Right.
just say in the
And
episode
basically-
that we
and
was
Omi,
all happy
basically-
we was broke
basically
and young
you
and didn't
saying-
have nothing?
Basically, you saying there was never a point where you just hit 1 million. You went
No.
straight to 20, 40, 30.
I mean,
damn near.
No, like in the first month, I was like, damn, I made $5,000 a week. Second month, I'm like, damn, I made 30 grand this month.
It just
The
accumulated.
third month,
Yeah.
Right.
The third month, I made 150,000. Then after that, after like 8 months, then I stopped counting.
And can I ask you something? Let me ask you something. When you had
Not
the
real
friends,
shit. It
when
was
you had the
coming in.
friends around you, right? Because I kind of see that me growing up and just being older. I'm 31 now, and I'm just going in a different direction amongst like what I used to do with my old friends and how I used to be and how I'm different. What did you have to change in your life in regards to the people around you? Did you have to move people?
No, it just became regular again.
Okay.
I stopped. The only thing that I didn't do that was regular that people saw on Instagram, that's how I blew up, is because I kept buying cars.
Right.
I'm like, fuck
So-
it, I want a new car.
Yeah.
You
I want
said
a new
you're
car.
I seen the motherfucking shit, nigga. Heavy.
Hopefully, I'll
I
be getting
see-
them.
Well, your YouTube really went
I should be getting
because
back
you
at the
was
end of the
just you're really into cars, so your YouTube kind of like went with like fume, like
Yeah, like one of the
it
fastest
wasn't-
growing channels in
Right.
19.
No, absolutely. And just not for nothing, as a Latino, like, you know, a Puerto Rican, Dominican person.
A fat
coming
guy.
from, I mean,
Like, I see
I
little
don't
kids
wanna
walk
say
up.
all
Nah,
that,
for real,
but-
no.
Rap though, rap.
Yeah, listen, when
Rap,
you're
because
on
people
YouTube,
need that inspiration,
you gotta
bro.
be
Rap
either
that.
young, black,
Yeah.
skinny little...
Right.
and you
Model
gotta-
nigga.
First of all, dog,
Model
don't
nigga.
shame me, nigga,
Nah, I'm
on the
not
low.
shaming you.
Don't do that. You just
but
sneak diss me.
Nah, listen,
It's
bro.
indirect, nigga.
You gotta be really animated for YouTube.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you gotta be either white.
But you bring something different,
But
though. You
I'm
have a
like-
great personality.
When I see little kids walk up, want to take a picture, I'm like, why are you watching a little fat, ugly guy on YouTube? You know what I'm saying? It's because I've never been animated. I've never been
But
like
you know
that
what it
person.
is?
I just been myself.
But let me tell you something. There's nobody that look like us that's in that world.
No, 100%.
And I respect you for doing that and having that platform because you bring a different exposure for people like us because there's nobody that we can look up to. I mean, who we gonna look up to? Mark Anthony or like, you know, different people. Like we
Ricky
can't,
Martin.
you know, different, you know what I'm saying? Like you're coming from the trenches and you're very innovative and you show a different side and you show like a real trueness and a real realness without a filter and you're 100% true to yourself. And I respect that part. And I respect that you kind of like have a platform where you show that. And regardless of whatever you're going through with the feds and all that, that comes with you having knowledge and you being
position.
smart. And
yeah.
it's the position that you in. And it
Yeah,
comes
this
with
is-
that.
this is
So
right
whoever
behind
want to
one.
sit here and say that, oh, he, got this going on, whatever, they going to say that.
Listen.
It's going to come with that.
I wanna ask him one
just on
question.
go ahead. I'm gonna get whoever want to ask that question. Just one time though, you right though, because the feds and people like that will come try to destroy a nigga who ain't never did nothing.
But let me tell you
could be
something.
because
stone
he's
cold straight
smart.
legal.
And
I
it's
woke
because
up-
his knowledge.
Yeah,
He's
I'ma tell you
knowledgeable.
You talked about the loopholes in the Ben Baller episode that I
Right.
tuned into. You talked about
Facts.
loopholes. You talked about how like the loopholes was designed for a reason.
100%.
And certain people
it's
was-
created in tax.
Talk to 'em.
Every successful person takes tax loopholes, everything. But
Absolutely.
I woke up this morning and I told Mimi, I'm like,
Mimi, shout out to you again.
I had to. I told her, yo, I've been thinking a lot about what that IRS agent told me. You know what I'm saying? Because when they came in, this IRS agent, he told me plain off, like flat out. I don't want to say his name because I want to, I don't want to
no.
smoke with him. He's a good guy.
Absolutely.
But he told me, I lost a lot of weekends watching you, studying you. You know, I didn't take vacations because of you. I've been watching you for 2 years.
Sounds like a terrible job to have, my guy.
Yeah, no, but
No, it really sounds like a movie.
but
That's what it sounds
no,
like.
no,
a
listen,
terrible
I'm gonna tell you this.
Sounds
I'm gonna tell you
like a
something
movie.
crazy real quick.
Why the fuck were you?
So he told me, so I'm laying on the floor like, damn, because when I bought this certain mansion, and no one knew that this mansion was in Philly. Everyone thought that this mansion was in Cherry Hill. So even the feds was like, you're so low key that you will stay in your house for a week and we didn't know you were even there.
Wow.
To the point that no one knew where I was at. They didn't. The only reason that they found that mansion is because somebody in the comment section says, "Hey, I seen OMI and Hellcat building this house in certain road." That's how they found it. But anyway, so he walks, you know, and I'm like on the floor, like I'm like, "Yo, I lost everything." He says, "Every dollar." I said, "All my cars, all your cars." I said, "All my money, all your money." I said, "All my jewelry, all your jewelry." I said, "So I ain't got nothing?" What you got in your pocket? You know, I had $12 in my pocket. I said, that's what you have. And then he said, "Let me tell you what else you have. You have kids that love you. You have a crazy following, and you have a good heart. This right here, this is temporary. This is going to be behind you." And I never paid attention to what he said until the last few days. I'm like, well, Mimi asked me that question, like, would you take it all back to have everything back? I'm like, no, because we getting that back right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. We moving. Yo, I laid for 6 months on a bed, and I couldn't move. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
you hit by a car? Why was you?
Nah,
what was happening?
Depression.
Oh, all right.
You don't listen.
You still moved, son. You still moved in 6
Wait,
months.
let me
We
ask
gotta
my
explain
question.
that.
Let me
You
ask
moved
my
in 6
question.
months.
Bro, I will get
got
up.
up, you moved.
I will get
Hold
up.
on, let him finish.
I will get up, film a video, and go back to like depression. Like, you know, a lot of nights I cried. A lot of nights I wanted to like take my life. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't like for Mimi coming around and like, yo, like, nigga, we got this. We got
Right.
this. We got this.
Shout out to Mimi one time. Strong
That's
will.
real.
You
Shout out to
always
Mimi,
need
man.
you always need that support system,
Nah.
and I like that you're being transparent because even myself as coming out with my own brand,
Listen,
it's all about being transparent and being
100%.
honest.
Listen, we had no money.
Right.
The first thing she did, she ran to Best Buy with her credit cards. I mean, we had money put away, but she went and got and bought all my cameras, get back to vlogging. You know what I'm saying? And the only listen, there's friends in Philly to this day that I made millionaires. A couple sucker niggas that I made millions of dollars for.
He like that.
They try to steal clubs from me because you have no idea how much bullshit I went through with niggas that I've made millionaires.
I can imagine.
So, yeah,
Not even a Omi, are you okay? The only person that called me was Little Uzi. Yo, get the fuck off that bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can never be mad at him for nothing he ever does.
Shout out to
'Cause,
Uzi for
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
Nah, facts.
Mental health awareness.
My nigga, he hit me up like, yo, get the fuck off the bed. Then he told me a story that I could never repeat again. But he knew exactly how I felt.
You
at
can
that
snitch
moment.
here. This is a
Nah,
good place to tell the truth.
nah.
Because when
It's a good place to
when
tell
it
the
comes
truth.
to when it
She
comes to
talking about-
mental, when it comes to let me tell you something. These past few weeks, myself, I've been maybe not as to the extent of you, but I understand where you coming from. That's just a lot. You done had the feds come take everything from you, your wife, your kids. How can you I know you sitting in your bed and you like, how the fuck am I gonna provide for my family?
Listen, my son, the only reason like what made me like really cry is that, you know, my son, when he was like, you know, on the sofa, they snatched the tablets off him.
That's crazy.
And he didn't want to give him his he had a 24 karat reloaded chain. You know what? I'm gonna go get that shit made now. He had a 24 karat reloaded chain that he did not want to let them take it. That's mine. He kept telling them, that's mine.
Wow.
No more. He kept telling them, that's mine. Daddy bought me that. That's mine.
That's right.
He never let nobody take that chain and you know, those pieces of shit unwrapped it around his neck.
That's crazy.
You could have left him with that,
They
bro.
was they was hating. He had around their neck what they making a
It's
fucking year.
it's a little chain, bro.
What it take them a year? What? I want to know what
It
Chelsea.
felt like I was discredited for everything that I've did. They said you shouldn't have had that money because you did it this way. Your app infringed upon this. Listen, so that means that everything that I did to make money, even if it wasn't from that, you discredited every single thing.
Yeah, because they're
You know
gonna
what I
put
mean?
you in one fucking boat. But
And
I
then-
wanted to ask you so I can get it out so
Okay.
you can finish. Because I know all of us, we have parents, and I know you spoke about your dad on a previous episode. when you kind of get like born into a certain lifestyle or expectation, or you see things and you think it's okay. So growing up, and your dad, well, you said he was in the feds and he had money, and you grew up with that. And then do you think you had an expectation growing up of filling that void that your dad had for you, for you
question,
to
Chelsea.
be that type of person for your family, even if it was getting involved with something that could have been a little bit sketchy or the shady, pour the shoulder, that makes it where you got to do what you got to do to provide or have some sort of certain standard for you and your family? Because I understand, we all know things can be loopholes, illegal or not legal, but people will do certain things to fill a hole or to have a certain sort of life or to have certain like money. Did you feel like growing up and having your dad do that it was kind of like kind of just passed on to you to do what you had to do to be where you wanted to be, regardless of what the circumstances were in the end? Because I feel like sometimes we're born into certain things, and growing up, you can have a abusive dad in your family, abusive mom. You can have a dad that was a drunk or an alcoholic driving you home. And growing up, you're like, it was okay because my dad did it, so it's okay for me to do it, even though you might know in that back part of your mind it's not okay, but you're willing to do whatever to have a certain lifestyle. How do you feel about that?
No, I think my kids, if I had to go back to North Philly right now, my kids would be happy with me. Okay. I think the more money I made, the less of a good dad I became. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't have the patience that I once had.
Yeah.
Every little thing else.
Do you think that money can kind of replace that?
It can't.
Did you think that? I
thought that until, my son now, he just wants to, play and do dumb shit. Like, I could buy my motorcycle. It don't mean nothing if I'm not playing with him. You know what I'm saying?
So, it's the time.
It's to the point where I'm inside the warehouse. He's flying a kite outside by himself. Like,
that's what I'm asking.
Or he comes over for 2 days. I want to fly the drone.
Because at the end of the day, all that materialistic shit doesn't matter.
I want to fly the drone. And I'm like, nah. Like, we fly it tomorrow. So, like, and I think the more money I made, I became more of a piece of shit of father.
More money, more problems.
No, 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you gotta I gotta learn on my having more patience with my kids. Because how
many kids you got?
I got 5 boys. And it's crazy. It's crazy because being an entrepreneur, a woman always wants time, right? Wants time. But if you want time, then you got to divide. If you want time or you want a nigga with money.
We talked about that before. We talked about that before.
If you want all the time in the world, then don't expect a nigga to be super rich.
Absolutely. Don't start accusing me of tricking every day because I ain't the fuck around. But you want paper. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me get the paper.
If you want a man,
make up your mind.
If you want a man to take care of all the financial needs you need, then get you an entrepreneur.
Can I ask you something?
But build with him at the same time.
True.
If you want time, then go and get off your high horse.
Hustle some.
No, and get on his. Let me tell you something. And this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Because my wife that I was actually married to, like when the feds came, she dipped out.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I'm OMI. I'm 50 girls. Lying to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then when somebody they oversee that shit. And you'd be like, all right, bet.
She wasn't doing that. She wasn't even supposed. That's exactly what 100%. She was supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? In a sense of, let me tell you, I keep harping on this, but with the position comes certain things. It paid a cost to be the boss, and it's unfortunate as fuck on certain situations.
I think I learned so much off the situation that I'm coming right back to that situation. I'm coming right back to that spot. We're not too far away.
Yeah, but you coming with a different mindset, so you're not accepting the shit that come with it no more. You creating your own rules.
Let me tell you something. When we traveled and did everything, she called to every single time somebody, because I have such a good heart that I oversee everybody's shit.
Yeah.
He's around for this reason.
Right. You need that woman.
And never was wrong that one time.
It's that woman's intuition, though.
I think the most major thing before we, wrap this shit all up, you know.
I got one more question before
I just want to say that I think one of the most major things you touched on, and it reminds me because I told you earlier that, you know, just recently one of my brothers passed away. And one of the main things that stuck out to me from like his viewing and that was said, one of the things that was said, and it's something like what you said, like as far as everybody think money is everything and money is this, that money brings happiness. You know, I believe totally
This is why I did a 360 and I don't show the luxurious lifestyle anymore.
Right.
I don't do that no more.
Right.
I don't go out to clubs. I do once in a while.
Listen.
But I'm not out here flaunting the way I was at one point.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Listen, I bought 2 Lamborghinis, 3-4 months ago? I sold them back in a week. I said, I want this shit.
You know what it is though? It take niggas like you to be a vessel.
Yes.
Right? And that's what I was going to say with my man.
You the boss
because
with it,
my
bro.
man
You the
got a
boss.
lot of money. It was easy for him to get money.
Yep.
It was easy for him to buy all like the materialistic, lavish things. Right? So when he passed, somebody spoke and they said one of the main things that my man said was nothing is more important than the people in your life who matter. The people who
Absolutely.
bring love, positive energy, care for you, take care of you. Because guess what? The people that's there for the money, they go when the money go.
Absolutely.
They travel
there for the position,
They
bro.
travel with the money. Now the people that's there with you because of who you are, they travel with you. So it's simple and plain, bro. Like, and I agree with you. Dev, we done had all these conversations where like money for me, I learned that. From the streets to a small scale, I never been on a scale like my nigga. You know what I mean? God willing, one day we all will be. For me, again, it ain't about money. It's just about, for me, it's about being in a position to be able to help some people who might deserve the help, who might need the help and deserve it. And I get it. Everybody don't deserve it, bro. I get it. And what you said earlier is a stone cold fact. For the most part, the streets is a 98% cold place where 98% niggas is snakes,
100%.
all goofy shit. I get that. I relate. I agree with you 100%, man. And, you know, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you sharing your story.
Hopefully,
Garnett, you had something before we get out of here?
I was gonna piggyback. I feel like we're probably gonna go too long. What I had to say, I just wanted to really touch on the fact that let's talk about fathers and stuff like that. I feel like all of us, maybe our dad was there but wasn't there long and stuff like that. And I know, just in my life, things maybe could have been different if my pop was there or whatever. So I know the effect that a dad can have on a life. So
100%. He instilled the values.
No,
in me.
right.
You know what
So
I'm saying? Like just the kind heart.
So I just wanted
know
to
what I mean?
ask you in general, just as far as like, you having a relationship with your dad and things like that, maybe those stories, he told you early on, who he was, having those father-son conversations, if any of those things maybe influenced you without even knowing subconsciously that you wanted to be like your dad.
Oh, 100%. Listen, every time I see my son and I buy it, it's like anything I ask my dad, I had it. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I want a motorcycle. Go to school for a week. Easy. Then I stopped going to school.
Nigga said I showed up early every
Oh,
day.
my dad was the greatest person I ever met. Ever.
That's great, bro.
too.
That's great because especially as men, especially the men in this room, the women too, but especially the men. Yo, that's the land of the law to us.
So-
you know what I'm
so-
saying? The dad holds everything.
The super final question, because I did watch the interview. I heard you in there talk about when you and your dad went through some shit where your dad said some shit about you and him fighting. It wasn't really true. Y'all stopped speaking. Eventually, I just want to know, because I had a similar situation with my pop where it hurts me because he passed and I never really got to talk to him about it. But did y'all mend that situation?
Oh,
Was you
man.
able to make that right?
Yeah. I didn't want to talk to him for a while.
Right.
So I went.
He lied on you.
Yeah,
right?
100%. But it was influenced. Like, see, my dad has 38 kids.
Gotcha. Oh.
38.
Yeah, that's a whole. Listen, like we got to talk about that a
He
different
said
time. I already
Papa
know
was
that's
a
crazy.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah, it's crazy, but
A
it's real.
lot of my brothers and sisters. A lot of my brothers and sisters are.
I
in their,
don't even have that much
a
sperm
lot
in
of
my
my brothers
body.
and sisters are like in their 50s and 60s. So
Oh, you're
that
the
kind of
youngest.
influenced, because I came in and fixed the house. Bob, you gotta get him out of there. A lot of that came from, he didn't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially seeing my dad doing that to me as a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, man. The
Crazy.
conversation me and him had after that, like 3 years later, It's crazy. But,
This shit, listen, this shit might need a part 2, bro.
Oh, no.
This shit might need a part 2.
No.
It's crazy.
It's
There's
100% because, like I said, this right here is actually like very hard strategically to talk about all of these things
and get it all in
such a short
yeah.
amount of time, man. Before we get out of here, it's tradition. We always bring out our wheel at the end of every motherfucking show. So we're gonna bring that thing out.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not like a mind reader or anything, but I think it might be a Twerk break.
Bring all them warm cheeks over here, you understand?
Garney brisket.
Yo, y'all wildin' right now. Y'all got that thing leaning.
That thing gonna be like,
We got the meat. Spin the wheel. Garnet
You ready?
brisket. You ready? Yeah, I got this.
let's go. I gotta.
You already know what's going on, Landon.
You never know.
I can't see it.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
I can't
Wow,
see
party story.
Damn,
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
never
let this
know.
camera
No, we
started.
press for time. You gotta spin that shit again.
it. Yeah, do it again.
Spin it again.
Do it again.
We press for time. Spin that shit again.
So how you gonna just keep spinning it into
No,
it?
we get no twerk break.
He wants to twerk, and that's what he wants.
Here we go. Look.
There we
Hold up. Let's go.
DJ Chelsea Lee.
I won't waste my time no more. Don't got the patience, guess it's back to the basics. I can't go back broke, oh no. Got this shit out the mud, we used to live out the basement. You ain't to them rap just cause I'ma get this money, I ain't never looking back.
This has been another episode of the Devinwade Show. Make sure that y'all make sure that y'all subscribe. For myself, for Porter Rich, for Garnett Briscoe, for motherfucking Chelsea Lee, for motherfucking Waleska D, and for the man, OMI in a Hellcat, man. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
When we started, we was down, but we was rockin' sincere. Super up in them Aspen cabins, and now we rockin' my, now we rockin' my,